Good morning, traders. I would like to go over yesterday's price action and reversal patterns. Um, First thing you notice, we closed here. This is settlement, and we opened right here. So we opened with a gap up. And we took out the pre-market high. I have listed right there. And then we started offering lower. Oftentimes, when you see the pre-market high taken first and then a pullback, it will go and fill the gap. If it doesn't pull back, then maybe we go higher. But it went and filled. It wasn't a very big gap, but there is a 70% chance that the half of the opening gap is going to fill in the first 30 minutes. If it goes past there, then it goes up to 80% that we fill all the way. We had a really neat situation in that we had a 4-hour regular trading hour low resting just below settlement. So that works really good with our model where we wait for a 4-hour regular trading hour high or low to get taken before we enter a trade. So that worked out perfectly. And plus we were so close to the all-time highs, I was thinking bullish. The first trade I took of the day, as soon as we took that pre-market high and pulled back, I took a short and I aimed for settlement and got it. We did take the 4-hour low, and then we put up a reversal pattern. Now, if you're looking at the 1-minute chart only here, our breaker is way up here, which is fine. You could have used that as the breaker, but there is quite a bit of movement between settlement and there. Let's see. From there to that breaker is 40 points. Now, I don't recommend doing this all the time, but when you get into this situation where the breaker is a good ways off, I'm going to take that one away. I'll just color it purple. There we go. If you get in that situation where the breaker is a long way off, these wicks are pushes up, making last up close candles on smaller time frames. So you can do a 15-second chart or a 30-second chart, and you can look for the last up close candle in that situation. And the last up close candle before we ran the lows is this one right here on a 15-second chart. So I marked it out as the breaker instead of using this one. And that provided me an entry really close to the bottom, right around the halfway point of the gap here. I was pretty convicted once we took this that we were going somewhere up to take those, because we'd already accomplished the lower. We didn't push any lower. I went ahead and got in real early. I think I used this as a bullish order block and got in way down here at the bottom for a push back up to the top. Let's go back to the 1 minute. And let's just use that line as our breaker. If you notice that, once we did start trading above it, this is our first fair value gap above it. So we would put an entry here, a tick above that, and then let's see what kind of stop loss you would have to have. If we got down below these lows, that's our 25-point stop loss. But you can see how price reacted to that breaker right there, the 15-second breaker. It pushed down here and tried to push down in one more time, and then adios payal, we went to the all-time highs. So there's another component to this. Do we take the all-time highs and pull back? Maybe. This is something I learned from watching many ICT videos. You take a daily candle chart and you just take that week's movement. Typically on a Friday, we don't see price extend the range more than 25%. So here's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So what you do on that, I'm going to get rid of this fib, or maybe I'll just move it over. It's pretty close to the high. I'll move it down to here. So you put it here on Monday through Thursday. It's facing the wrong direction, so I'm going to reverse it. And I'm going to add 25% to it. So if we were going to trade higher, 25% would be our upper level that we would be looking at. And that put us at around the 146 level. And you can see price did push up into it, put up a beautiful reversal pattern to the downside, and then went back to round number. So let's go to the 1 minute chart and see that reversal pattern. Okay. So there it is. We meandered around. We did a bunch of chopping around here. Didn't know which direction we were going. There are some reversal patterns in here. The thing about this type of price action, if you're trying to catch a reversal pattern, like this one right here was good. It ended up being good for the rest of the day. But you would have just had to jump in. There isn't really an entry until right here. And you don't know where to enter. So you would have just had to jump in when those lows got taken and cross your fingers. This, no having to cross fingers. It's a good reversal pattern. We've accomplished the 25% rule. So taking a short here, no brainer. So let's look at that. We pushed through. We got the fair value gaps starting here. You could enter right here at the breaker, or you could wait for another fair value gap and try to enter here. I did enter right here at the breaker because I was really confident that we had accomplished the daily goal of 25% extension of the weekly range. And so I went ahead and went in there and I put my take profit at the bottom of this wick. I think I actually moved it to here at the bottom of this. But I was considering round number on the 15-minute chart. These were relative equal lows. I was thinking about aiming all the way down there, but I didn't. I just went ahead and took my profit there. But then we did go ahead and push to these relative equal lows on the 15-minute chart and then right back up. If you wanted to take a reversal here, you could have got a few more points, but we're at MOC by this point, and so I don't recommend it. But those are the two big ones. This one, they didn't come until late in the day, 3:04 New York time, and this one. We had taken a 4-hour low. Even if you use this as your breaker, you still would have been fine getting in here because it would have been a long time. I don't know where you'd have been aiming. We just took the all-time high. But if you had your 25% rule on there, then you could have been aiming up here, and that would have been a nice trade. You would have just had to live through all of this for, let's see, this happened at 10, and this happened at 3 New York time. So you're looking at a 4.5 hour wait for your profit target to get hit. That would be one big sweat fest with all of this. So I entered down here, took profit up here. This price action right here, where these were, where this was left, and then we started pushing up. That was like, oh, okay, I'm in. And it worked out this time. Okay, so those are the reversal patterns for Friday. I would like for y'all to share with me if you are starting to become proficient or able to spot these in the market in real time, because that's very important. One thing I did start doing just so I can see New York price action is go to regular trading hours. I will mark some levels with the extended hours on, but then I go back to regular trading hours for the New York session so I can strictly read the price action during the New York session without all that noise. If you put on extended right here, you'll see there's a whole bunch more noise, and it's not nearly as a clean. And you're looking at this and you're thinking, oh my goodness, we could go all the way down here. And, you know, there's just a whole bunch more stuff on the screen. But with just the regular trading hours on, it's a whole lot cleaner. We took out yesterday's afternoon low. We went for the all-time high. That's helping me read price action better. Just filtering it out to regular trading hours only. So let me know how you're doing. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. leave a comment, like the video if you like the video, and we'll talk to y'all next time. I'm going to put up a video on Sunday about how I go about selecting my levels where I think the market may trade to. And I also have met some people that don't know much about Topstep. I may add a little bit of that in there too. So until next time, remember to be kind to yourself and be kind to one another. I'll talk to y'all later.